Hello everybody and welcome back to 7 Days to Die, and today we've got a special episode that I have been building on for quite some time now, so apologies for the length of time it has taken me to get this episode to you, but hopefully it's been worth it. So a while ago we mentioned that we were going to do some highways, and I was kind of sitting on the idea, not really doing much with it. I wanted to build the bunker. I've had a lot of work done on the bunker that I've still not been able to complete and get done as a video for you all to see because there's just been that much to do. However, we kind of had an issue. So we've been finding very rich veins of materials we've needed to build ammo and stuff like that. As you can see, it's day 444 at the moment. We've been doing a lot of Horde nights. Some of the nights where we've had a lot of people on, there've been a lot of zombies there, so we've obviously been struggling to get through them without the ammo that we've needed. So we've had to go to these rich areas of your ore, and unfortunately, the road collapsed on this instance. Didn't realise that we were so close to collapsing, and it just completely collapsed, which isn't a major issue for us because obviously I have the mining mod now for the books, so it's, you know, when it collapsed it didn't cause as much injury as it normally would. I got out there pretty unscathed, but it took out the entire road. As you can see, it's completely across the road. Now, there's an argument to say, yeah, we could have, you know, poked it up with some blocks and it wouldn't have collapsed, etc., etc. But there were two of us down there. We were just mining happy, mining away as much as we could, and yeah, pretty much enjoying it. So we decided that now is the time to build the highway. I say we. There have been a few people who've been in and out helping me, which has been a massive, massive help because this has been one hell of a project. So I'm going to start here because this kind of shows. Now I'm going to roll the video with a time lapse on, so you can see how I've done it anyway. At each stage, so like for the stages of digging the road out, putting down the rebars, putting down the concrete, then painting over it and decorating. Now we've not finished decorating, so I just want to show what it's going to kind of look like, and then hopefully on the next episode where I've expanded the road and I cover some more about the power plant, because obviously the power plant still isn't quite finished yet. It's not exactly how I want it to be, so I want to kind of go over that. But yeah, this is the next section of the road that I've been planning on doing. I've kind of started getting it laid out. I just want to show that I try to avoid doing these too much here, because these actually do cause damage to the vehicles and the blocks themselves get damaged. And so I tend to try and keep the same height. And you'll see that when we get up to a road section that somebody else has done, someone else has gone up and down quite a bit. Now, we don't know whether or not we're going to work together to get it leveled out or whether we're going to keep it like that. But certainly this section here that we're working on is going to be as level as I can possibly make it. It does go up with the bridges because that's just, I want it aesthetically pleasing as well. But we've got a lot to go. So this is obviously where the original road was, and we'll start again. The original road does continue, and I kind of built a bridge underneath it so that if people wanted to continue using this road, they could do, whilst I was still working on the bridge construction and the main road itself. This leads me into the town. So there is that. But as you can see, the road itself, even without us digging underneath it, like we've had buried treasures underneath. There's a buried treasure there somewhere that we've had to kind of put back up again. As you can see, the road itself, even without that, is still a bit higgledy-piggledy and causing damage to our vehicles. So I decided to start the road early, stop the bunker build, stop working on the Horde base because that's going to go through an upgrade phase as well. Stop on my pit of death that I was planning on doing. There's the Patreon corridor that I haven't completed. There's the community corridor that I haven't completed. There's just loads of stuff that's coming, so I hope you enjoy seeing that in the future. Let me know if there's something you'd specifically like to see earlier, and I'll work on that first and bring that to you. But I'm definitely hoping to start on the community corridor with Patreons as well. So thank you very much for everybody who has helped with this build, who are on the server. If you'd like to join the server, make sure you check out the collab server, the Team Scavenging collab server, in the description below. Join it, let us know what you're about, and request a whitelist for the server. It's open to everybody. There is no cost whatsoever to people to play it. All we ask is that you appreciate that the builds that are going on, so you can see them firsthand for yourself, and if you'd like to get involved, then you can do as well. But without further ado, let's check out the road, how we've got it at the moment. So as you can see, we've got this kind of barring system here, what you would call the bumper section or whatever you want to call it, and we've got the central concrete column as well going. So this is how it's going to pretty much look. I'm hoping to get some sort of lighting system in here. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to manage to be able to do, but there's the diner ahead. I'm not going to show the diner today. That has been completed now, which is great. But this is kind of where I've been working my hardest with. It's just this section here. So this is all pretty much complete now. So we're going to the entrance to the diner. I don't want to show that off because I want to have the people who built it on so we can check it out. But you'd come out of your diner here, depending on what side of the road you drive on. We have gone for American because there's more American people here. But you'd come out here and this is the road you get with the side railings down this side as well. And you'd have a little bit of a bump here. Obviously you'd slow down if you want to. I just fly over it. Then you'd come to your, which is currently a T-junction. Well, it's not technically a T-junction, it's a cross section. Up onto the bridge, slower so you don't damage your vehicle. And then the bridge will continue on in this direction here. Now, as you can see, the bridge at the moment is ending here. This is where I've kind of stopped the build because I ran out of resources. It took so long to do. It's just been an absolute nightmare. So, yeah, so that's where we're at the moment. So, I'm going to build up the area around here, make it a little bit more level, and continue the road on into the main town. I've kind of got a comfortable position now where I want to be. So it's probably going to continue up here, hopefully past these two buildings without causing too much of a problem. I'm then going to break a section off here, which will lead onto this bit of road here. It'll clear this because that is really bumpy and terrible. It'll also lead, we'll probably lead another section of road into here. We'll wipe this section completely out. Wipe this section completely out. So this section here will just be, if you want to go onto a dirt track, we'll lead the road into here as well. It's straight into the bunker build and straight into the Horde base as well. So we've got two options there for our section. And then here, we're going to continue it along, clear up the damage on the main road. And we're going to continue through this here to where the trader is. Now, I don't know whether I'm going to break the section off here or whether we're going to continue it around there. But we'll see. We've also got the power plant as well, which I kind of want to work towards. There's my power plant. I want to know what that is. This looks like a new construction here. That'll be interesting to see. So we'll check that out and see what that's all about, because that's leaning off, looks like, into rebar frames there. We will check that out sometime. That's probably another community build. There will be a community build video for everybody to showcase their stuff. So we will check that out at some stage. But yeah, we've got a lot to do, a lot of areas to clear. So hopefully there'll be plenty of content for yourselves. Until next time, everybody, take care for now, and I shall leave you all with the build sections that we have done, with a little bit of a tune to go over the top of it. Hopefully you'll enjoy where we've come from and where we are now. I certainly enjoyed building it, and I'm going to continue building it, and I will bring you updates as and when we do it. But remember, make sure you hit that thumbs up button if you have enjoyed it. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Any comments, any ideas, suggestions, anything whatsoever. Or if you'd just like to join us, please, please, please do join us. We've got an open server for anybody who wants to. Until next time, take care for now, and I'll see you all on the next episode.